you have taken the variable like variable 2 in the current. What is the current value? That is the 1. 1 is less than equal to n. So what is the n value? 2. So 1 is less than equal to 10. This condition is true. Then sum is equal to sum plus current. So what is the sum is equal to? Sum will be, suppose, 0 plus current. What is the sum? Was the 0 and current was the 1. So initially it becomes a 1. Sum will be the 1. And now it will check the condition current. What was the current value? 1 is less than is equal to, and definitely condition is again true. Again it will jump to this part. That part will be the sum is equal to sum plus current. Now what was the sum value previously? 1. So 1 plus 1. So then it will goes to the 2. Okay, again it will go to the condition. This condition will be always true, and this will be true always. Then always loop will be in form of the infinite loop, and some sub will be increment by 1, always 1 by 3, 4, 5, 6, and so infinite loop. So infinite loop is a loop where the condition will be always true, and when we will or when we exit from the loop, when the condition is false. But in this case condition is not being false, so always condition is true. So we will stuck in our this kind of a loop. This is not the infinite loop. So in the Jupyter notebook, what we need to restart the kernel, and we need to update the conditions. What condition I should take for to prevent the such kind of the stuckness. So this is the infinite loop. Now this is the happening into the infinite loop. Now tell me, any doubt here?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
So okay, previously into our example, condition was sub is less than 0, and sub to value is always less than 0. So definitely the condition will be always true, true, true. Never will be false. So at the time you can't tell. Here we have seen the while loop, but here we have a term that is known as the while with else. While with else, what is the mixture of the else or while? So that is the we have into the Python programming. So it is just like the same as the for loop, but while loop can we also have the optional elsewhere. So else part will be executed when the condition, if the condition is false into the while loop. And now you can take this example while this one. Simple way you can understand, because counter value, now counter is equal to 0. Now counter is equal to 0 means 0 is less than 3. Condition is true. Print inside to this message will be printed. Counter is equal to counter plus 1. Okay. So now counter value will be the incremented by 1. So condition will be checked by the next time condition, that is 1 is less than 3. Condition is true. Inside the loop will be printed. Counter is equal to counter plus 1. Then here counter value will be incremented by 1. Then it will check again, go to the condition. Now 2 is less than 3. Condition is true. Inside the loop will be message to be printed, and counter is equal to counter plus 1. Here counter value will be the 3. When it will come to the condition part, that 3 is less than 3. So what happened at that time? Here the condition will be false. And when the condition will be false, then it will jump into directly else part. And this syntax is known as the while else. Okay, so this example is known as while else loop. So while we can use in the else part. So print and else. Uh, yes, friends. Yes, friend. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, actually, I got a disturbance from the outside, so I just need to move. So this was the case. We can use while with the else. C, C plus Java in these programming we can't use while with the else. This is the beauty of the Python where we can use. So same thing we can apply into the our seventh number problem where the condition is always true. So we will stuck. When the condition is true first, then we will jump to that part. So we can use such kind of thing. It is optional, but you can use. Okay. So this example you can implement. Should I explain this example or should I implement this example over the Jupyter notebook? Now tell me. Yes, please tell me. Should I implement this example over the Jupyter notebook or is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, it is okay. Sir, it is okay.
Okay. So next loop we have that is a for loop. So what we have seen in the control structure, we have seen the few things. Those are if. This if statement is used, if as a statement is used for the selection purpose. Okay. And in the sequential manner or sequential control is saying that each and everything is going to the sequential way. But when talking about the looping, so this looping is especially used for the iterative process. Here we have seen the while loop, okay, and next we have the for loop, okay. So in these two different scenarios, what happened? While loop is okay, we have seen. So while loop with while else flavor we have seen. Now come to the for loop. Now see, we are talking about the for loop. For loop you can understand in simple way through the flow chart manner. Okay, this is the flow chart example. So for each item in the sequence, okay, for each item or each value in the sequence, we need to put into the our condition part. If the condition is true, okay, then it's okay. Its condition is false, then what we need to do? We need to exit from this part. So last item reach, when we reach last item, like example of for I in Virendra. So what happened or name? Okay, name or Virendra. So I'm just writing diagram simple Virendra. Okay, so when I come to the last letter, that is the E, so there's no problem. After reaching the last element, there's no element, there's no alphabet, there's no letter in this string. So at the last, this loop will be terminated or close automatically. So at the last item reach yes, then we will exit from the loop. Else we will inside into the body of the loop and we will execute this instruction again and again or iterative process. So this is known as a this is done by the iterative process. Okay, so this is known as a for loop, as we have seen into the previous example. Yes. Anything you want to know about the for loop? Anything new thing you want to know? Anything? Just tell me. Yes, please tell me anything you want to know more about the this loop. No, is
Sir,
it okay
can you
then?
explain this again?
I think it is better idea to explain by an example, then you can understand. Okay.
Okay, sir.
This was my example, so I'm just clear a few points over here, then you can understand. This is a syntax we need to keep in mind. For iterative variable, the iterative variable was in our example was I. In is a keyword. Okay, so this is a keyword we need to keep in mind. And this is sequence. This sequence could be in any form, like any number, in any string, in any constant value as well. Okay, in any constant value. Okay, this is a point we need to keep in mind. It could be number or string variable. It could be any string value. It could be number constant or string constant. So Python program to explain over here to identify the iterative ranges from the 0 to okay, you can use. This is a different way by which you can write, but I'm using here the range function. The importance of range function I will tell you in later way, but let me explain more about the more part of this part, that is a simple for function for loop. Okay, so I'm just coming to the my slide. Oh, sorry, this part that is a Jupyter Notebook, from where you will see practical, actual practical. Just tell me now, this is visible to all?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very simple thing I am taking for I in n. So rather than putting the n value, I am just taking the constant value. Okay, I can take directly as a 10 as a constant, or I can take as a variable. So I need to take n is equal to 10 like this one, and I need to just simply print I, and just see what is the output will be. Now there is a, see what was the error? Into object is not iterable. Now, can anyone just give me an idea why we are getting the error?
Sir, for the loop condition, we have to write it, since it is an integer, we have to write it from 0 to n.
Okay, so since we can sort out this problem like putting the 10 value. So now we see. Again, integer object is not iterable.
Sir, write for I in range, for I in range.
Why should I take the range?
Because it is integer.
It is integer. Suppose I am taking the variant. So there's no issue about this one. In the constant string part, there is no issue. But in the constant number, there is no issue.
Yes, sir. In constant, there will be issue.
In constant number, we're talking, there is a issue. But in the constant string we're taking, there is no issue. This is my point. And now tell me, anyone can give me idea here, or else I need to explain. Just please tell me.
I have a doubt.
Yes, you have doubt. Now tell me.
So if I have to print from like alphabets from A to J, then how will I take that?
Okay. You are just. Then we have to take the range. Actually, range function will keep the detail about the exchange A to Z. Okay, so there will be error. I think 0, not 0 to columns. Wait, the syntax error is, I think, string. That's this part. If I need to check once again. There is an estimate range. I can't take directly like this one. So there will
Sir,
be
we
no.
need to put range in that, sir. In I.
No. So the range will be like use a comma, colon will not be applicable over. So this will be syntax in the range function we will take on to the integer value. Okay. So this is the point we need to keep in mind. So when talking about the value printing from the alphabets and that part, I think the string function is required at that time. And when we will study more detail about the string function like I2 and N2I, so that part we will see later on. The range function is used especially for the numbers only or float number only, but this will not deal with the string value. So if I want to print the 1 to n number, okay, like, so I can pass over here like range. So it will print 0 to 9. So at the time of the 10th position or 10th value, the condition will be false. I in range. So range value or range function will store the value 0 minus n minus 1. So what are the n value over here? That is n value was there 10. Okay. So about this part. Here n is here 10 is a value which is a determining by the maximum value. So n minus 1. So the loop will continue up to the n minus 1. So it will starting from the 0. Okay. So if you do not want to continue loop from 0 to, then you want to start from 2. So then you can start from 2 to 10. So now you see your loop will be started from the 2 to 9. Okay, you want to skip the step number 2 and 3, so here you can use another things, and we have the more detail about the range function. Range is a very broad function in which lots of things are available. We can step number 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let me check this one. Yes, no, it will not, it will produce an error because 3 parameter will not be passed, it should be colon actually. Yeah, so 2, 3. Now step 2 will be printed, step number 2 step will be ahead, so then 4, then 2 step 6, and then 8. So this is part belong to the step. So for first part of this will be the starting value comma last value comma and steps. Okay, suppose I just put the last value 11, so answer will be, because it will run n minus 1, so it will run n minus 1 means 11, so 10 will be for 10 will be count part of the this loop, so answer will be 2 4 6 7, sorry 2 4 6 8 10. We have this kind of so many examples, we will see one by one, no issue, but here we are just scratching the for loop for the beginning part. Okay, I will explain more detail about the one by one now. For I in range 5. Now tell me, if I print this value, now what value to be printed?
Sir, 1 to 4. So 0 to 4.
Sir,
0 to
0 to 4.
Okay, I
0
need
to
the answer. I need the answer step by step. Then you will see 0 to 4. Okay, answer is correct. Okay, now next, if I'm doing some changes over here, not a 0 to range, I'm putting the thing just 5 comma 5. Now tell me,
Sir, it is invalid.
it is not invalid, but it's valid. What happened? The initial value will be the 5, but last value will be the n minus 4. So there's no issue. But we can use, okay, we can do the reverse thing. We will see one by one. When I will explain more detail about the string function, then I will have the range function in elaborated way. But here let us scratch more detail about the range function step by step now. Okay, I can update by 15, and I need to step 3. Okay, now tell me the output. First value will be the 5. Now tell me next value.
8.
8.
8, sir.
5, it jump on the 3 steps of 5 8, and then next will be
11.
11, then next
11.
11. Then 14.
okay
14.
yes, so so it will have the starting value comma last value. Okay, so last value minus 1, we can say last value, and the steps. Yes, correct. Now tell me more about this part. For x in apple and sorry, x. Now tell me what is the output. Just tell me what is the output.
Sir, APPLE.
Sir,
APPL.
APPLE.
Oh
Sir, error hoga because there are no parentheses.
yes, in the print function
There
Jupyter
is no
parenthesis.
parenthesis.
Yes, no no. In the Jupyter notebook, the print function requires the parenthesis, so we need to do it. Suppose I'm putting name is equal to, okay, name is equal to Now, what it will print? Tell me. If I just doing over here. Now, what it will print? It will give an error or something. Now tell me.
Sir, it will print each character of the string line by line, including the spaces.
Yeah, of course. So this is the point actually. So it will print the line by line each and every character. Now see, this is powered by the Apple. First character to be printed over here after the printed. So in X, the first letter will be the A, and go to the next loop, next part of the loop. So P will be stored to the X, then it will print. Then P will be the stored, then P, L, and E. Same thing, it will print to the same thing. Now you can see like this. So each and every character can be read by the for loop we can do, and this is a for loop by which we can sort out our problem for finding the number of the frequency of the characters in a given string. And one thing I want to tell you, without array, without anything, you can solve such questions. Definitely it could be very big, but we have to use the logic. But you are not much aware about the for loop, you can't implement. But so for loop in the Python is, it has own beauty. I can't take here the any, I can't take here any the number constant. If I try to take the constant, definitely what happen, that is not a trivial complex, so this will be gives an error. Okay, so this is the point I need to take. Even I can take the string this variable, the number variable. I can use only the range function by which I can do. Okay. So this is the thing we need to keep in mind, the importance of the range function. Range function is a function which defines the range of the maximum value of the such number from which I need to print. Suppose if I'm giving an exercise, okay, print print a table of 5. Okay, let me print the table of the 5. So what you will do, I not I am taking an value a I and range. What value initial value? It is 5, and what is the maximum value? Definitely 50. So I am taking that plus 1. Okay, so 50 should be counted, and 2.
5.
Okay. Yeah. Now 5 will be the initial value and 51 will be the last value, but I am taking the 50. So it will count into the 50 minus 1, that is 14 till 49. Okay. So is it better idea to, I need to take the one extra value, that is the 51. So it will count into the 5 to 50 and print. Okay. Now I'm just trying to get the answer.
Sir, instead of using the range function, we can also simply like define a variable whose value is 5 and then use the range function to traverse from 1 to 10 and multiply with a. That will be an easier method.
Yeah, definitely. You know, this is the logic. You can implement anything into the your programming way. So this is here we have to introduce an important concept, that is the algorithm. Okay. So the purpose of algorithm is saying that anyone can solve any problem by his or her idea or by his or her algorithm. But which algorithm is best algorithm? That is known as the optimization algorithm. Suppose I am running this program, so it takes around the 10 seconds. But according to your algorithm, according to your logic, I try to run the program. It takes 15 seconds. Okay, 50 seconds. Then what happens? Your program will take uh, much time than the bigger time than the mine algorithm. So at the time, mine algorithm is better. So optimization comes under into the two important complexity part, that is the time complexity and space complexity. So this is the point we need to keep in mind. I think in the first unit you have seen this part. Am I right? Did you see all this part?
Yes, sir.
How to
Yes,
determine
sir.
the which algorithm is better? So based on the two important factors, those are the time and space complexity. Okay, according to your logic, now tell me what should I do?
Sir, I was saying take the value of a is equal to 5.
Okay,
Then, sir, for x in range 0 to 11,
0 to 11.
uh, print a into x.
print a into x. Yeah, okay. Let me now see your output and see my output. Okay, according to you, I just need to update this. It could be the one. Okay. Both output are same. Okay. Now here let me clear more. How many times this program will run? This statement how many times will this loop will run? First it
10
will
times.
yeah, for the 5, for 10 and for 15, because I will jump to the steps. Okay, so I can say it will run the 10 plus 1, because the last it will check the condition, so I can say 10 times plus 1. Can I say? Can I say 10 times
Yes,
plus
sir.
1?
Yes, sir.
Because at the last condition will be false. Okay, here I can say this is a constant variable. Okay, this is a constant. Let me explain. This is a constant, because print a is a constant that is to be printed, so it will execute only the one time, because I am not doing any operation over here. I am just performing any operation on the my loop part, that is the previous part, that is a 10 times the loop will be executed, but internally the the block of the for loop, that is print a, so that is a constant value. Okay, so it will take only the one time. Can I say? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Let me know you are getting something or not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
अरे भाई यहाँ कांस्टेंट ही तो प्रिंट में कोई ऑप्शन तो नहीं रहा कि प्रिंट ही तो करने काम कर रहा है, तो कांस्टेंट किधर रहेगा? जो भी एक ही वैल्यू रहेगी वो प्रिंट कर देगा। देखिए
Yes,
टोटल
sir.
टोटल कितना हो गया? 12 times. Okay, I can
12
say.
times.
Okay, I can say. Okay, I'm not writing English. According to you, it will is constant value. So again, it is. I'm taking one time. It's a constant value. I'm reading the one value. Okay. So one time is required. This one time is 1 nanosecond, 1 picosecond, 1 millisecond. One thing could be anything. Okay. Time is anything, any value. Here, now tell me how many times? 10 plus 1?
11 times.
Yeah, of course, 11 times. Times means the amount of the time. It could be 1 minute,
Repetition. Yes, sir.
millisecond, nanosecond, picosecond. It could be anything, depend on the performance. Now, in the print option, you are performing the operations, because each and every time you are just multiplying. So a is the value, it is constant value, it is 5 into x, so it will be 1. So what happened at the time? Here we have again a constant value here, but we need to perform the operations, multiplication operations. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
it depends on the system, or depends on the algorithm complexity. It could be one constant or it could be 10 times. Okay, but for the simplification I'm taking the one times. Now tell me how total how many times we have?
But sir, it could be,
13 times.
it should be 10 times, na? Print
No, it's
A
no
has to
since
get.
the print, no, tell me. Uh, A is a default value, so here I can take the 5 rather than the anything. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. X is basically the value which is coming from this loop part. So it is just updating its value. I instead of the printing function, if I do like this one, y is equal to uh, a into x, then it will take the 10 different operations, because each and every time the y value will be updated. So this is the thing we need to keep in mind. Okay, so this is the thing. It will take the 10 times. I can say here it will take the 10 times. 10 times. It will take the 10 times. But this is not done by you. So according to you, I'm taking. So it will take the 1 time. Total time I can take 1 plus 10 plus 10. Oh, sorry, 1 plus 12 plus 1. So 13. Okay. 13 times. So this is the what happened. This is a complex algorithm. Then this is the simplest part. So 12 is smaller than the 13. So this is a good idea. So according to your logic, you can implement, but how much time is required for executing your logic? Answer will be correct, no issue. But here we need to keep in mind the points. So this is my intention to explain more about the for loop. Now, is it clear to all how to use the for loop right now and how we are using? Now, let me clear to more once again. The constant value for the string we can use, but we can't use the number value. Okay, so we will get an error that is a iterable error. So the particular variable will not be iterable type. String will be because string is basically itself represented by the one dimension array. Okay, sorry, two dimension array. So string can be represented by the one dimension array, two dimension array itself. So definitely it will be the part of the iterable. So there is no issue in case of the string, but in case of the numbers, it will provide an error, so many errors. Okay, this is the big problem. Here, now tell me any doubt more about the for loop?
Sir, please explain this 10 plus 1 times again.
10 times plus 1, both part. You are talking about this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, a simple example I can explain you. You are sitting in a room. Okay, you are sitting in a room A room. Okay, you are going to visit another room that is B room, and you are going to A to B. How many times required? One time.
Yes, sir.
10 times you have visited. So how many times you have visited?
10 times.
10 times. 11 times you have visited B room, but there is no one sitting over there. Okay, so when no one is sitting, then room is empty, then you will stop your searching the room. Okay, this is a good example. Into A to B, you are going to again, and you found that everyone is sitting into the room B. But after the last time you have visited the room that is B, and you found there is no one is sitting over there. Okay, so at the last you found that is the 11th time. 11th time you visited, and there is no one sitting over there, and finally you will stop your searching. Okay, am I right?
Yes, sir.
So this is, we can say, 10 times what happened, 10 times we have the successful part, and plus one is unsuccessful where we have to stop the our loop. Okay, so that's why we can say. Okay, so this is that's why we have the 11 times. Okay, now is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Because this is my point. So simultaneously, we are also learning the algorithm as well as complexity measurement, and this part you will learn into data structure and algorithm paper into third semester. Okay, so your seniors, I have already taught this subject, and so this is about this by the paper that is data structure and algorithm. So I explain all the concept with an example, like taking an example and explain to him how to calculate how to measure the complexity, and this is the parameter by which we can measure the complexity. So this part under come into the data structure and algorithm. Okay, so now you are talking about the algorithm. So what is algorithm? So algorithm role is more important when we need to measure its complexity by using time or space. This is a major point. Now is it clear to all? Yes, please tell me any doubt, then you can ask me.
No, sir.
Okay. So everything is okay, huh? No doubt. Okay, just within the 10 minutes, I have the simple example to explain more about the continuous statement. Okay, let me take the continuous statement. Do you have any idea about the continuous statement? Because today there's no PPT is required to explain here. I'm just taking real example. Now, tell me, is it okay to all? Continuous statement. Do you have any idea about the continuous statement?
No, sir.
Okay, the
No, sir.
continuous statements comes in a loop where we want to continue the loop. Okay, so there's no special things, but we need to want to continue. So let me give me some example. If okay, I'm taking x variable in. mm, I'm taking my simple example. In my simple example, we have the lots of the letters, and it will help you to type in easy way. So now, if x equal to I, then continue. Okay, now you will see the difference. Okay, is it continue now? Okay, I was thinking is something wrong or not. So I think it is okay. So, okay, if x is equal to I, then it will continue. Okay, loop will continue. Okay, and here what we need to do, we need to print x. Now just tell me what is the output of this one, then you will understand if continuous statement. Just tell me the output.
So it will skip I.
Why? Yes, please tell me why. Okay, just come to the point. Okay, with an example. First, x will come into the v. Okay, is it okay? So v will be printed. X is equal to I. Condition is false. It will not go to the continuous statement. Okay, this is known as the continuous statement. Okay, continue statement. Okay. Now tell me, is it okay to run? Now print x will be printed. That is v. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now x will come to the I. So x I will be copied into the I, and I is equal to I. Condition is true. Okay, sir. Just
True.
1 second. Okay. Let me take, because it is a character. Okay. Condition is true. So it comes to the continue. Then when it will come to the continue, then it will not go to the next statement. It will jump to the loop again. Okay, loop condition. It will not go to the next part. So when the continuous statement is found in a loop, then it will not execute the its ahead part. It will check the condition again. This is my statement. Okay, so continuous statement will not execute uh, its ahead part and jump to the condition. Okay, so
Sir,
it
is
will.
that means that print x will not be executed, right?
No, print x will be executed, but when the x is equal to y is found, then it will continue statement. So what we have the continuous statement. This is a statement, this is a keyword. So then it will jump to the loop once again. So x will again to the x, the pointer will see. Then x will, I is already copied to the x. Now r is the next letter which is to be copied to the x. Then it will check this condition. Now I was not printed. Then next will be printed to be r. Okay, then E, then N, then D, and then R, then A, then space, then S, then I found. So again, it will go to the continue. Then N, then G, then H, then K, then U, then S, then H, then W, and then A, and then H. So let me check. Okay, now see, as I told you, after the V, I was not printed. Now after the S, I was not printed. This was my program, as I told you. So this is a continuous statement. And
Sir, it is similar to the pass keyword we use in Python.
yeah,
Pass.
yes, of course, it is similar to the pass, but little bit difference from the pass. Now, opposite to the continue, what we have the break statement. Okay, so opposite to the continue, what we have the break statement. Break statement is used to break the loop. Okay, so I'm writing here for the notes purpose, and I will just share this notes to you, then you will find out. Now then it will break statement will not stops the loop. It will stop the loop. and nothing else. If I'm using the same thing when I is found, then what happened? Only the B is printed because loop will not execute continuously. Okay. Now see. Oh sorry, I need to use a break instead of the break. Instead of the I continue. See. Loop will terminate it automatically. Now I'm just to put into assign G. Okay, after G. Now see. So there is no issue over the variant, but when the after the and G is found, then it will break the loop. So this is the idea about the continue and the break statement, and these two statements are known as the control statement. Okay, these two are known as the control statements. Just tell me. Any doubt here? Then you can ask me. Yes, student, tell me any doubt into the continue and break statement, then you can ask me.
No, sir, no doubt.
No doubt, sir.
Okay, so it is very simple idea. I'm explaining today's lecture via the Jupyter notebook directly on the Jupyter rather than the slide and other things. So it is practical, it is good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Practically,
Yes, sir.
it is more.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
reliable.
and one student told me, sir, can we use a pass? Of course, we can use. So in simple way, I'm just also making the same program. Then you will see what is mean by the pass. So just let me copy the same thing. Just first we will run and then we will see the output. Let me pass. Now tell me, where is the problem? H is 2 printed only. Where was the problem? Just tell me, instant.
If statement.
If a statement is required, just tell me if a statement is required. Okay, according to you, if I'm putting the if statement, suppose, okay, let me put over here because it is a part of this one. Okay, just if statement. You are saying the if statement, sir. If statement is required, so x is equal to like I'm taking the b, and according to you are saying the pass, so I can take. So this will be the printed over here instead of the if. There is some problem. Oh, indentations problem. Yes, so pass will come over here. No. There's no issue in this case. Now tell me. So how pass is different from the continue? Now tell me. Yes, tell me anything. Pass is just only printing the each and everything. Okay. If I use pass like this one. Now see, if I run, it will print the hash, and if I'm just printing, then it will print this. Now after running 2 or 3 times, what did you learn from this pass statement? Just tell me, do fast. You have to speak. Pass message, pass statement just printing the each and everything, so there is no issue. So where is the issue? Pass statement, please keep in mind, pass statement used to pass to write the empty loop. Okay, whenever we need to write the empty loop, and this loop will be always true. Okay, so suppose I'm not using this loop, this printing. So what happened at the time? Oh, sorry. Again, I need to do. So yes, this was the error you will get when you putting the empty loop. Empty loop means condition is there and initial statement will be there, but no block of the loop for loop. Then you will get an error, unexpected end of the file while parsing. So at a time you need to use a simple keyword that you can use a pass. Okay, so it will pass the loop. Now see, now there is no error. This is the beauty of the pass statement, and that is why it is known as the control statement in a loop. Okay. So please, that's why I am just putting each and every statement over here for the practical purpose, not bookish. Okay, whatever I'm sharing, it is just practically part. Now, is it clear to all about the pass? Should I explain in simple way more about the pass?
No, sir, it is okay. It is okay.
In simple way, you can understand, my dear students. Pass statement we will use when we have the empty statement, empty printf like for I in range 10. I'm putting, okay, sorry, I'm putting like this one. This is what? This is an empty loop. So if I try to run, then I will get a message that is an unexpected end of the file parsing. So for solving this problem, what I need to do, I can use the simple type a very beautiful statement. This is known as a pass statement. Okay, so this is known as a pass statement. Okay, and just run and see the, now there is no error because this statement is, this loop is pass. Now is it clear to all right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so today we have seen, one minute I'm just taking. We have seen to understand how to solve the problem into tutorial 1 and 2, tutorial 1, and tutorial 1 we have seen the 6 number solution and 7 number solution, how to solve the question. And we have seen the for loop and while with the else loop, and various understanding of the for loop. And we have also discussed about the break statement, contour statement, and pass statement. Okay, now this is sufficient for today's only. Now, any doubt over here? Then you can ask me.